Hey, everybody. Today is our top 10. We do two sets. We do top 10 high yield income ETFs based on yield only. This is the degenerate list. Then we do the top 10 total returners. Again, high yield ETFs. You can get yield and total return. We'll show that on the other list. And there's one on this list that's positive on that. I have massive news that I will get to when we get to the total returners list because one of those is being liquidated. I'm shocked. I will get to that when we get to that. I hate to keep you in suspense, but I don't want to go kind of out of turn here. Anyway, so off the list, this is the degenerate funds, just yield only. Off the list is QDTE, which is not a surprise, and XDTE, which they were 2 and 4 on the list. Now they're off the list. Uh, they both paid massive. The last two payments of December, they did that in 2024 as well. So, as expected. But QDTE, I averaged the last three. One dropped off. It was even higher than $1.08. But then it's 15 cents, 11 cents, kind of normal there, but still 76% yield. We calculate those three. Total return is positive 16%. And then XDTE, they have a 205 the last week of December, then 16 cents, 11 cents, more normal there. 100% yield. But again, next week, that 205 will drop off and we'll get more normal yield there. But total returns 14% if you average reinvest and not, 16 if you do, 12 if you don't. And then off the list, it's on and off all the time. TSYY, it's my biggest holding. Uh, they are paying 14 cents, 13 cents, 13 cents, 141% yield, and that's not on the list. So we're going to get some killers here. Their total return is down 16% negative, annualized. They were 8, now they're off the list again. So let's get to the list. Number 10, previously unranked. Again, 3 are off, 3 new ones are on. Some have been there before. Number 10 is Yield Boost, QBY. They do put credit spreads on double leverage qubits. They're paying 51 cents, 50 cents, 47 cents. That's weekly, 144% yield. And by the way, this is the averages of the top 10. 156% annualized yield, total return negative 57% if you annualized reinvest or not reinvest. All right, number 9 is remaining number 9. Bitwise, IMRA, covered calls on Mara, they pay monthly. They're averaging 204 per month. They declare this coming week on Thursday, and they'll pay the following Tuesday. This and all the Bitwise funds have come down in distributions. 301, $1.69, $1.41. So the average is 204, but we expect that to drop. 144% annualized yield, total return negative 15%. Number 8, down from number 7, is Yield Boost. MAAY, that's a Mara put credit spread on the double leverage. 39 cents, 40 cents, 40 cents. Pretty solid. 147% yield. Again, this one's weekly. Total return negative 96% annualized. Number 7, previously unranked. Yield Boost Robinhood Fund. HOYY, double leverage Robinhood. They've paid 36 cents, 36 cents, 36 cents. Can't beat that. 149% yield. Total return is negative 71% annualized. Number 6, down from number 5, is Yield Boost RTYY. They've paid 53 cents, 53 cents, 55 cents. 150% yield, negative 65% annualized total return. Number 5, up from number 10. That should be green, but is IOYY. IonQ double leverage. That's what they trade on. I think it's IONL is the 2X fund. They paid 47 cents, 48 cents, 51 cents. That's going up. 151% annualized yield. Total return negative 19%. And that is up from number 10. So we're going to make that green. Number 4, previously unranked. Yield Boost, HMYY, 2X hims and hers. They've paid 49 cents, 49 cents, 45 cents, 152% annualized yield based on those three in the current price. That's how we do things here. Negative 146% annualized return. Can you lose 146%? I don't think so. You can lose 100%. But this is annualized. It's a newer fund, so it's down enough to where times 52 weeks, it's negative 146. I do not own that one. Up from number 6 to number 3, Yield Boost Coinbase Fund, COYY. Double leverage Coinbase, CONL is that ticker. The Yield Boost Fund is COYY. They've paid 22 cents, 22 cents, 22 cents. Love it. 157% annualized yield. Total return negative 66%. They are now number 3. Number 2, up from number 3, is Bitwise MicroStrategy covered calls. They're monthly. IMST is the ticker. $1.90 average per month. They've gone down 288, $1.50, now $1.30 was the last one. Again, they'll declare this coming Thursday, so we'll see if that holds up. 158% annualized yield, total return negative 33%. And number 1, remaining at number 1, is going to be iCoin. Bitwise monthly covered calls on Coinbase. They're at $17. They're averaging $2.93 per share distribution monthly. That's come down as well. $3.93, $2.59, $2.24. Total yield, annualized yield is 203, 203%. And average total return, look at this, positive 9%. If you reinvest, it's negative 3. If you don't, 22%. Total return, and you're getting 203% yield. So, can you get yield and total return? Yeah, I think you can. Anyway, we're going to get to the total returners list, but I want to show you what I found out today. I am on X at Div Degenerates. I do follow Beat the Bots, and announced a couple hours ago Defiant, Leveraged Long, and Income ETFs being liquidated. AMDU, HIMY, HOOI, PLT, SMCC. I did own SMCC. I sold it in December to rebalance. I don't own the rest of these, but one of these is on the best total returners list. Title and the fund board determine liquidation is in the shareholders' best interest. Trading stops after the close on January 26th. Today's the 17th. Funds stop accepting new buys. Liquidity may be limited between the 26th and 30th. So if you want to sell before then, do it. Otherwise, they're going to just cash it out. And I'm not going to give you advice on this. I don't own any of these anymore. So, do what you do, but not financial advice. Portfolios move to cash and stop following the strategy. Remaining holders receive a pro rata cash payout around January 30th. Liquidation payout is taxable and includes final income cap gains. Funds permanently terminate after payout. So they're going to be gone. Shareholders can sell before the closing date or hold through liquidation for a cash payout. I'm not going to tell you what to do there. When I first read this post, I was like, no way. Like AMDU, we'll get to that one in a minute, and I'll tell you, it's on the top returners list. So I didn't believe it, so I went to SEC.gov, Edgar filings, and there it is. It's right there, and you can read it if you want. So crazy, crazy, crazy. Anyway, back to the list. And I did not black out AMDU because I wanted to just point that out right away. I put it in red on the Defiance tab that we cover. Those are in red as well. So it's crazy. AMDU is at 21 bucks. So I mean, it's not even like reverse split territory. It was up 2.73. They're paying a good yield. Their total return is up. Well, so we'll cover that first. It's number 5. It was unranked before. They paid 20 cents, 22 cents, 21 cents. Pretty solid. 51% annualized yield. Great. Total return. Great. 111%. So I don't know. I assume the AUM is just not growing. And I did pull that up right here. Net assets 5 million. And I think it's been around 5 million since they launched. And they haven't been around a long time. They launched in October 19th, or August 19th of 2025, and they just haven't grown, and they're not getting money. But AMD's been great, and this fund's been great. So again, I don't know. I'd love to get someone from Defiance on to talk about that for sure. Okay, so that's number 5. They were unranked. Off the list is Roundhill HOOW, the Robinhood Fund. Again, covered calls on a little bit of leverage. 56-cent average, 65% yield, 77% annualized total return. Some say you cannot get more than 30% yield without losing NAV. Yeah, you can, right there. Off the list is NVII. That's the Rec Shares NVIDIA Growth and Income Fund. They do covered calls on pretty much half their synthetic long positions, so you're not completely capped on the upside. It's a great fund. It's just off the list based on that total return. And I just do the average total return. That's drip or no drip. And I average those, and that's where we get. So they were number 10. Now they're off the list. And also Rex Eli Lilly Fund was number 4. They're off the list. Not a bad thing. They just, you know, didn't perform as well this past week as the rest of them. Anyway, the Eli Lilly Fund is 24% annualized yield, 73% annualized total return. So, yeah, that's awesome. All right, so the average of the top 10s, 42% yield, annualized total return, 134%. So, yes, you can get good yield and total return. Okay, number 10, unranked. Direct shares. The couple went off. This one went on. We're calling this Walmarty. Growth and income on Walmart. Again, not a massive payment. 8 cents, 8 cents, 9 cents. 16% yield. Again, not massive, but total return. Look at that. 82% annualized. And again, it's a newer fund, so that's going to just constantly change on and off. They had a good week, so it made the list. Number 9 was unranked, and now it is the Roundhill AMDW on AMD. They paid 62, 64, 23 cents. That's a very weak payment for them. Still a 49% yield if you average those three. Total return annualized, 82%. Solid. And almost 50% yield. Number 8 is down from number 6. BMNR from Defiance. YBMN is their ticker. Averages 25 cents per week. These are all weekly that we're talking about here, except one, and I'll point that out. 54% yield. Total return is 89% annualized total return. Number 7 is up from number 8, and that is Yield Max, Robinhood, covered calls, HOOY, for you Yield Max haters. They paid 57 cents, 55 cents, 55 cents, pretty solid. 63% yield, 92% annualized total return. So, yes, you can get yield and total return. Some say the magic number is 30. No, this one's 63. Number 6, up from number 7, another yield max fund, Play T we call it, Palantir covered calls. They've paid 51 cents, 45 cents, 41 cents. That has come down, 47% yield, 102% annualized total return. Solid. And of course, we talked about AMDU. So that's not going to exist in what? Less than 2 weeks. So I just wanted to point that out. Do what you want with that. Number 4, up from number 5, is Yield Max Chippy. That's been a great fund. They're 59 bucks, 44 cents, 50 cents, 51 cents. That's going up. 42% annualized yield. Total return 114%. So that's awesome. And then number 3, remaining at number 3, is Round Hill Gold Miners covered calls, GDXW. They're at 65 bucks, 72 cents, 30 cents, 72 cents. Again, that middle one is weird. That was a quick big drop, and now it's back to 72 cents. But we average those three. It's 58 cents, 46% yield. Annualized total return, 185%. We all know gold has just been on a tear. Is it going further up? Is it going to drop? Let me know in the comments. Number 2, remaining at number 2, is Round Hill Google Fund. I do own this, GOOW. It's at $74. This thing launched at 50, less than a year ago. 61 cents, 47 cents, 63 cents. Again, that middle payment with Round Hill, they dropped everything last week and now they're kind of back to normal. 40% annualized yield, 170% annualized total return. That is awesome. And number 1, remaining at number 1, I do own this. I've been talking about it. The Curve Silver Fund, KSLV. It pays monthly. I have not gotten a payment yet. I've owned it like 3 weeks. I'm way up on this. And the average total return is higher. It was 200 and something. Now it's 311%. And it's paying a 13% annualized yield. Again, not degenerate there, way degenerate here. So that is the top 10s. And then just some housekeeping here. Make sure we covered everything. I did do the drip returns the returns on AMDU being eliminated. I don't know why. They launched August 20th, so just 5 months ago? They've gone from $19 to $21, so they're up there. They've paid $6 and they're up 3. I mean, just massive. 111% annualized. If you reinvest, if you don't, 112% annualized. Your 10 grand is 14,000 in 0.4 years. So I don't know. I'm very curious about that. I know the AUM hasn't changed much, and I assume that has something to do with it, but I don't know. Come on. All right, so that's that. And we're going to close out with my theme song, our theme song. It is called Dividend Degenerates. It's here on Suno, and we're going to play that. I'm going to play a little video, and then close it out. So remember, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. This is my research right here. This is my research. I appreciate you watching. Hit that like, subscribe if you don't, turn the notifications to all so you get all my videos when they come out. I do them almost every day. And I'm going to play the song, play the little video, and let me know what you think. Other than that, have a great day. We will talk again tomorrow.
We don't gamble. We get paid for it. Rec shares, yield max, we just ride that flow. Defiance in the blood, let's effing go. We get paid like the generous, cash flow limitless. Top 10 yielders on the list, check the witnesses. Top 10 returners, drip or no drip, we don't miss. Bag full of divs, dividend gens in the abyss. We get paid like the generous, charts all rigorous. X funds loaded, every pick is looking villainous. Yield so heavy, broke the metrics, broke the estimates. Welcome to the code of the dividend degenerates. Rec shares rocking that volatility, harness, turn that chaos into cash. I'm a yield max artist, yield max, yield boost, stacking premiums, that's my lane. Options on a leash, every contract on a chain. Curve on the side, yeah, we surfing in the flows. Bitwise on the block, crypto income as it grows. Tap alpha in my ear, data whisper in the play. I don't chase hype, I let the yield lead the way. Defiance in my DNA, I'm built to break the mold. They say it's too risky, I say watch the story unfold. Income blast from total capital, that's my bomb. Div checks detonating, but my mindset stay calm. They call it reckless, I call it the edge. Wrist managed tie while I'm walking the ledge. Every X day circle like a ritual we keep while they chase dreams. We get paid in our sleep. We get paid like degenerates, cash flow limitless. Top 10 yielders on the screen, all conspicuous. Top 10 returners, drip or no drip, that's the flex. Compound every cent, turn the future to a check. We get paid like degenerates, charts all rigorous. X funds humming that cash stream continuous. Yield so heavy, broke the metrics, broke the estimates. Welcome to the realm of the dividend degenerate. I'm scrolling through the funds like a DJ with a crate. Curve, bitwise, yield max, line them up, rotate. Rec shares on repeat, that's the volatility spin. Turn the fear into a paycheck, that's a degenerate win. Tap alpha calling plays, I just listen, execute. X funds, information, whole squad looking to steward. Income blast from total capital on deck. Distributions like confetti, let it rain on my checks. Yield boost, engine revving, let's effing go on this ride. Every dip is a discount, that's a gift from the tide. We ain't chasing mean dreams on a one night stand. We're building empires off the income on demand. Every red candle, that's a markdown out of fear. Defiance in the strategy, we double down here. Top 10 yielders, top 10 returners, that's the code. Drip or no drip, either way, watch it explode. Bitwise to the curve, see the sectors interlacing.